welcome to my channel. I'm Kate and I post bookish content. If you're new here, this is probably one of the very first videos you're seeing. I am new to BookTube and I'm so excited to post about book content that I love. I am a 30-something-year-old mum. I work full-time and I'm a really average paced reader. You won't find 24-hour readathons. You won't find reading 5 books in a weekend type of content here. I love to watch it, but I am not the person to create that content. Here we're just going to chat about books that we love, latest releases, ratings, and all that good stuff. Today we're going to pick my July TBR using TBR tarot cards, which I think are super cool. I've not seen anyone else use these. I think I got these in a Secret Santa for Christmas, so I'm really excited to use them. I had an unsuccessful reading month in June TBR wise. I only read one book, which is this one from my June TBR. I did love it. I did rate it 5 stars and like I can't wait for the second one, but I just didn't get to a lot of the books on my TBR. It was a good reading month overall and I'll post a wrap up, but in terms of following my TBR I did really badly. So we're going to see what the tarot cards pick for us today. I think I'm going to go for 5 books. We have a lot of books to choose from. I do have a couple of ARCs on my Kindle and also around 80 Kindle books that are unread as well. So we have lots of choice. I mainly read fantasy romance, not really contemporary romance. I'm trying to get into that a little bit more. Dark romance and fantasy. So we're gonna have some pretty good picks I think this month. There's some really exciting prompts in here, some things that I never had in like my previous prompt jar that will be quite intriguing to see what books like match up with that. So I think I'm gonna pick 5 and leave 1 space for an ARC. I've got about 4 ARCs on my Kindle that I need to read. So I'm going to commit to 1 and then we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and then we'll pull our first one. Okay, I'm going to pull one off the top and show you it. Oh, with a reverse harem trope. I will not have a single book with this trope because I don't like it. So that was a great start. I'm all for it. If that's what you like, then good for you, but not for me. Let's pick again. Let's shuffle. Ooh, and pick again. It says, with a flower on the cover. I think we can do that. Let's pick one with a flower on the cover. Okay, I have 3 books, which is quite a small amount considering I do have a lot of unread books with flowers on the cover, but we've narrowed it down, it's fine. So the first we have The Poison Tree. I picked this up recently from the works. I was completely sucked in by the cover. I just thought that was so like standout-ish and bright. It says, I have given up so much and done so many terrible things already for the sake of my family that I can only keep going. I have strength of a woman who's everything to lose. So it is a straight-laced, straight-A student. Karen meets Bieber, a bohemian and a possibly glamorous aspiring actress. They have a long summer of love, but every summer must end. By the end of theirs, 2 people will be dead. So I think this is a thriller. It is fairly short, just over 300 pages, so that's a contender. And then we have the stunning Fairy Loot edition of Bury My Bones in the Midnight Soil. I've heard really good things about this, and basically it's lesbian vampires. So you don't really have to say much more. I think that's, oh, look how stunning it is. Yeah, so I wanted to put this on because everyone's talking about it and I wanted to read it soon. And then we have Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. This has been on my shelf for well over a year. I really need to do some kind of like TBR takedown where I literally just read like my physical books and my Kindle books and absolutely stop buying more because I have so many. 3 powerful, alluring vampire men and 1 queen to rule them all. Oh, maybe this was a reverse harem. Oh. See, I probably bought this and then completely forgot that I got it in its first harem. Yeah, maybe I won't pick that one then. I think we're gonna go for this. And our next prompt: which suits the season you're currently in? So I'm not actually sure. We're end of June. Are we technically I'm gonna class it as summer. I know it could be spring, but I think it's the way it's been weather-wise here, it's summer. Okay, we need a summer read. There is one book that I have. I just have to find it. But I know exactly what I'm gonna pick. Problematic Summer Romance, Ali Hazelwood. I've never read a Ali Hazelwood book, and I picked this up from the works. I did like a little works haul the other day, and I'm just gonna try. I haven't even read Bride, which is obviously like her fantasy romance type of book. I started listening to the audiobook on Spotify, and I didn't like it because it wasn't duet narration. And I'm really funny about my audiobooks. They pretty much like 99% of the time have to be duet narration. So I think I'm gonna add this to my TBR and get round to it as the seasonal read. Okay, we're on pick 3. Let's see. Starts with a title that starts with the letter M. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to the 3 that I've selected. So we have Mile High by Liz Tom Ford, I believe is the first in the Windy City series. Let me see if I can check. I'm so sure it's the first. I feel like it is. This again, I've got the first and the second, and they've been sitting on my shelf for well over a year, and I've heard really good things about the whole series. I believe it's like a billionaire sports romance. It's a big book. It is like, it's nearly 600 pages. Like, that's a beefy one, so that's a contender. And then we have My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I love the fact that this cover literally looks like a VHS cassette. Like, it's so cool. I love it. I have no idea what this is about. That's just my cat causing trouble. But I've wanted to read this again. It's been on my shelf for ages. Wanted to read it for a while. Pretty short. It's like just over 300 pages. Not the summariest of reads, but could be good. And third, we have My Dark Desire, which is by Parker S. Huntington and LJ Shen. I read the first, which was My Dark Romeo. Loved it. I think my friend's got it actually. I need to get it back off her. But I've also got the third, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I love the banter, I love the spice, I love the story. So I have high hopes for this one. And I think I'm gonna pick this one. I think we're gonna sort of continue. They're interconnected standalone, so it's not like a series. I'm not missing out on anything if I don't sort of like continue reading it, but I really did enjoy the first one, so I think we're gonna go for this one. Okay, 4th pick, with a couple on the cover. I have no idea. Okay, maybe some of the special editions will have a couple. It's just nothing is coming to mind off the top of my head. Oh, that's a big fat lie. I've just bent down and seen this. This is Nightshade. It's a new release, literally came out on Tuesday. How amazing are those sprayed edges for a paperback? I love it. So that's definitely going to be the first contender. Okay, we have 2 options. I literally think these are the only 2 books that I have with people on the cover. Strange. So we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is a cowboy romance, but the whole reason I picked this up is because the FMC is called Clementine, and that is my daughter's name. So I love to see like her name out in the open because it's quite unusual. So we have that. It is a series, so I'm not sure if I want to jump straight into like a brand new series. We'll see. And then there is Nightshade, and I'm kind of eager to read this. This looks like really fun. It says, he's her enemy, she's his everything. He'd burn down the world for her, but she plans to burn his to the ground. That's just like the toxicity level that we like. So I think I'm gonna go for this one. And our 5th pick will be this one. Oh, that has been gifted. So a book that's been gifted. Pretty sure I have some thrillers that I won from Facebook, in like a Facebook group. I've pulled out 3 thrillers. So we have Never Lie by Frida McFadden, Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and then The Housemaid is Watching. But I can't remember. I've not read this, but I can't remember. I've only read the first 2. Is this the third? Like, I don't want to read them out of order. Okay, I googled it, and this is the 4th in the series, so I can't read this because I haven't read the 3rd. So I think I've never read anything by Riley Sager, but I've heard that it's really good, this book. So it is called Home Before Dark. What was it like living in that house? 25 years ago, Maggie Holt and her parents moved into a rambling Victorian estate called Bainbury Hall. They spent 3 weeks before they're fleeing in the dead of night. But Maggie doesn't believe a word her father's book. Ghosts, after all, don't exist. Her dad wrote a memoir about it. So it sounds a bit spooky. Or we have Never Lie by Frida McFadden. Sometimes the truth kills. Newlyweds Trisha and Ethan are searching for the house of their dreams. They think they found it. Stuck inside and growing restless, Trisha stumbles on a collection of audio transcripts from Dr. Hale's sessions with patients. With each tape, another shocking piece of the puzzle falls into place and a web of lies slowly unravels. This one's quite short, so it could be good. I think I'm going to go for this one. So Frida McFadden, Never Lie. Okay, we have July TBR. This is like a really varied month for me. I'm actually quite excited. Lots of pretty colours in there as well. Yeah, so these are 5. Did I pick 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can't count. So these are 5 physical books that I will be reading, and I will put on screen here the one arc that I've chosen to read in July. If I get to any more, I will. I'm a mood reader, so this could very well change. This definitely probably isn't going to be either everything or anything that I read in July. So you'll have to come back for my end of July reading wrap up when I'm finished. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.